Sister of Ruth Murdoch. I'm sure most of you know her. I'm so very proud of my young sister. I never saw her grow up. I'm the oldest in the family, and I've kept quiet for years and years about my story. I had a drinking problem in the early years. March 23rd, this month, I'll have 34 years under my belt. Oh, and she remembers me when I was in the hospital many times. And I remember her telling me, "Oh, my girl, I wish you could choke her up." I said, "Why?" If I were to tell my story, I'm telling you, your seats would get very sore. I'd be up here for hours. But what I heard about you, the first time I was ever invited to a women's group, I thought, oh God, I don't want to sit with a bunch of women, you know. Gee, I just want to sit with the guys, right? But I've been impressed. I've been invited to come here twice, and I turned it down for whatever reason. I grew up I was born in Fisher River, Manitoba, but my parents left there when I was a baby. They tell me I was born in a little white house in Fisher River, and I guess there were midwives those days. And I like, this is one story I always remember my mother telling me. I guess there was a bunch of elder ladies praying for her because she was having a hard time, and apparently they kept praying and praying, and they forgot to light the fire, and the old guys came running in and said, "Quit praying, put the fire on, that woman's gonna die." Well, here I am. I came with thunder and lightning. I don't know what that means, but I guess as I was born, thunder hit a house. I have a long, long story. I had a long journey. I grew up in a white community in Kenora and Keewatin, Ontario. That is my home. And I was a very unhappy child from the time I could remember. My father was the drunk, my mother was the angel. And I never really talked to people. I always walked alone and didn't know how to talk. I was scared all the time, like I am now. All of a sudden I'm starting to vibrate. I didn't plan to come up here, but it's like something pushed me. I wish they'd lay off me. Thank you. Yeah, please. Lots. I don't know, if you get older, your mouth gets drier, or you're supposed to shut up. I'm not quite sure which. I'll just wait till they bring the water. The only thing with that, if I start drinking water, I'll have to run to the washroom and finish the rest of my story.